Well, Denver Health is known as a world-class Level 1 trauma center. They provide life-saving care for the most critical patients, but what many people don't realize is that Denver Health's trusted surgeons are also available for planned elective surgeries. So in the sponsored segment, we're joined by Dr. Maggie Brooke. She's a general surgeon and associate chair of surgery at Denver Health. Good to see you, doctor.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Of course. Tell me a little bit about what you do and just a little background about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm originally from Kansas, but my grandparents are from Denver, and my grandfather was actually a head of janitorial services at King Soopers for a long time, so deep ties in the community.
Wonderful.
I'm a general surgeon at Denver Health. General surgery is a specialty of surgery where we take care of basically almost all of the intra-abdominal organs. We take care of a lot of structural diseases of the abdominal wall, so things like hernias. And then we also take care of diseases of the chest, skin and soft tissue. So I do both elective and emergent general surgery. So I meet some of my patients in the emergency room when they are having a health crisis that needs surgery. And then I meet a lot of my patients in my clinic where we get to sit and talk just like we are now about their health problems and how I can potentially help them with surgery.
And I want to go into that a little bit more because most of the time when you think of Denver Health and surgery, you think of emergencies like you mentioned. Why should people and our viewers choose Denver Health when it comes to elective surgeries?
Yeah, absolutely. So Denver Health is nationally recognized for emergency and trauma care, and it's something that we are really excellent at. I think everybody in Denver knows that on your worst day, you should trust Denver Health. And ultimately, all of those skills that make us a great Level 1 trauma center also make us a fantastic place to have elective surgery. So the technology, the skills, the expertise, the incredibly well-trained staff, our whole surgical team is just amazing. Also makes for a great experience of taking care of your planned and elective surgical needs.
You know you're going to be taken care of. You're going to come out looking and feeling better than when you went in. There are so many advantages of choosing Denver Health for elective surgeries.
Yeah, and you know, ultimately we always hope that elective surgeries go perfectly and go exactly right, but in the cases where they don't, you also want to be somewhere that is great in a crisis, and Denver Health is absolutely one of those places. You know, we offer top-notch surgical care, and we also offer it with a mission. Our mission is to take care of everyone in Denver.
I don't think I can beat this drum enough because when you find out you have to have surgery, it could be scary. So the place that you pick and choose is very important.
Absolutely. And you know, I've been in that position before. I've had family members in that position. When you find out you need surgery, it is an incredibly vulnerable time where you have to have a lot of trust and place a lot of trust in your team. And Denver Health is a really trusted name in Denver for a reason. Ultimately, we offer excellent, top-notch surgical care, and we offer it with a heart. So you get to come somewhere where people take care of you as a whole person, where people see you as a patient, but they also see you as a person and not just your disease or your the thing that you need a procedure or a treatment for. And you get to do that without sacrificing anything about your quality of care, your expertise of your surgeon, or like I said, the training of your surgical team. And our technology is absolutely cutting edge and top-notch.
Would you mind sharing maybe a story that sets Denver Health apart by choosing them for an elective surgery?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is actually a story that's really more common than it seems. I had a young woman a couple of months ago who came into my clinic. She was a young mother having a lot of painful symptoms from a large abdominal wall hernia. So that was, you know, impairing her ability to work, her ability to take care of her kids. And in the olden days, this would have been a surgery that required a huge incision all the way from the breastbone to the pubic bone that would have put her out of commission and in the hospital for probably a week with pain catheters, things like that. And instead, because of our commitment to advancing care at Denver Health and advancing care for all of Denver, we were able to offer her a robotic hernia repair that allowed her to be discharged from the hospital the next morning, take no narcotic pain medications, and be back to taking care of her kids and spending quality time with them within a day.
What a blessing, and that they found you at Denver Health. Thank you for coming in and sharing this story. Now, if you'd like to schedule an elective surgery, you can give them a call. Here's the phone number. It's 303-436-4949. Again, jot that number down. It's 303-436-4949 or visit their website. Go to denverhealth.org/surgery. Now, there you can make an appointment, and you can also learn more about telehealth options as well. Thank you again for coming in, Doctor.
Thank you so much.
And thank you to Denver Health for sponsoring this segment.